Iris van Herpen เนี่ยถ้าสมมติว่าใครที่ไม่คุ้นเคยกับวงการแฟชั่นเนี่ยก็อาจจะยังไม่ค่อยคุ้นหูมากเท่าไหร่นักนะครับเพราะว่าเป็นแบรนด์ซึ่งค่อนข้างจะมีกลุ่มลูกค้าหรือกลุ่มเป้าหมายที่ชัดเจนนะครับแต่ว่าแบรนด์นี้เนี่ยเป็นแบรนด์ที่เวลาไปต่างประเทศหรือว่าไปที่ปารีสเนี่ยจะเป็นโชว์ที่บรรดาเหล่าเอดิเตอร์ทุกคนรอคอยที่จะดูคอลเลกชันของ Iris เนี่ยไม่เคยหยุดที่นำผ้ามาออกแบบมันมากไปกว่านั้นเขาได้นำทั้งวิทยาศาสตร์ได้นำทั้งเทคโนโลยีแล้วเขาก็ที่สำคัญก็คือว่าเขาท้าทายตัวเองอยู่ตลอดเวลาท้าทายที่จะใช้วัสดุใหม่ๆมาทำให้เป็นรูปแบบของเสื้อผ้าในจินตนาการของเขาเพราะฉะนั้นเนี่ย Iris ถือว่าเป็นดีไซเนอร์ที่เป็นอนาคตของดีไซเนอร์โลกเลยก็ได้ก็คือกลุ่ม Haute Couture Experience เนี่ยเป็นกลุ่มของคนรุ่นใหม่นะครับที่เข้าใจในเสื้อผ้าแล้วก็ศิลปะมันยังมีคนที่มี passion เกี่ยวกับงานแฟชั่นนะแล้วก็เป็นมี passion เกี่ยวกับงานศิลปะแล้วเอา2 อย่างนี้มารวมกันเนี่ยแล้วก็นำสิ่งที่เขาคิดว่าเป็นศิลปะประยุกต์ในรูปแบบของแฟชั่นโดยเฉพาะในช่วงโควิดที่เราไม่สามารถหาชมหาสัมผัสได้เนี่ยกลุ่มของ Haute Couture Experience เนี่ยได้นำสิ่งเหล่านี้เนี่ยมาให้ได้ดูและได้สัมผัสอย่างใกล้ชิด
Well, I think it's a win-win. Well, there are 2 parties there. We have, of course, first Iris van Herpen, which is a fashion designer we are very proud of, who is doing remarkable work, I think. And we've seen, of course, the creations at the Central Embassy. Remarkable creations, and I've seen all the people, especially the singers and so on, who have worn her creations, and it's pretty impressive. I mean, I would say all the Beyoncés and all the major singers have used her creations, which shows that she's really one of the top designers in the haute couture in the world at the moment.
Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, of course. Thank you as well.
It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon in the city of Bangkok.
Nice.
Have you been to Bangkok in Thailand?
No, never. I would love to come sometime.
So can you tell us about the limited editions of scarves and belt sold in Thailand?
Yeah, we've developed some different designs from silk scarves that relate to some of the collections, like the hypnosis that is really inspired by the way our eyes are responding to patterns. That is one example, and I think that is something that comes back in my work a lot, like the movement within nature. And I think all the designs that are visible in the pop-up are really expressing like my inspirations that are like coming back into the designs often, craftsmanship.
Let's speak about the 3 beautiful, most amazing dresses that you have in the pop-up store in Thailand. One is from the Sensory Seas collection. Other, which is my favorite, it's from Seijaku collection. Can you speak more about that?
Seijaku was a very special show to me because we did the show in collaboration with a sound artist called Kazuya, and he uses Zen ball to create beautiful sound installations, and I started becoming fascinated by vision towards sound. And there is a technique in how you can visualize sound or the sound waves, and I started looking at that, and working together with him I realized I could translate the sound patterns from his work into the design. Yeah, that was a very beautiful collaboration that we did. And then I think that line work, printed lines are going against the depth of the plissé, is creating a very subtle but very beautiful, almost optical illusion that sort of draws you to the piece to look closer. And I think it's that attraction of technique and texture that I think is very essential to my work. So yeah, that collection is one of my favorites as well.
And you often speak about collaboration with, architects, with different photographers. You even did, costumes for a ballet. Who did you work with for the Sensory Seas collection?
Well, I must say not every collection is collaborative as others. I do like to make it happen organically. Like it has to come naturally in my process, but I'm not looking for it. But for Sensory Seas, we collaborated with Philip Beasley, a professor and architect who has a very beautiful studio called Living Architecture. So he's really working on the future of architecture and how living systems can implement in architecture, how we can grow architecture, and that is one collaboration that I did for Sensory Seas. And then also with a light sculpture. And also with Shili, who is a painter. So there are some different collaborations in that collection.
You often show craftsmanship and special techniques, which is very important in your work from the very beginning. Why are they so important to you?
I have a dance background, so that movement and tactility is really important. So I think what I've learned from my experience in dance, I'm translating into the craftsmanship of the designs. And I just feel fashion is more than something you look at, or more than like only a practical or functional element. I think it can really enrich us, and it can really be part of our storytelling and part of our identity and of who we are. It's an expression of who we are, and perhaps even of where we want to go to. So I think that message is really beautifully translated into the craftsmanship and into the techniques. I think they all tell their own story, from the connection to nature to the multidisciplinary approach. So it's really an expression of where I came from, who I am, and even of dreams of where I hope fashion can go to.
I think that's another piece from Hypnosis collection too.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Hypnosis was really...
I think I saw that show.
I think Hypnosis is different than, for example, Sayaku or Shift Souls. Hypnosis was really light and transparent and hypnotic. I collaborated with Anthony Howe, which is a kinetic artist, and he is really transforming textures in a very infinite pattern. It's very mathematical, very, very precise. And I tried to translate, because we worked on an art piece, a kinetic sculpture and a dress together. And then I tried to translate the collaboration and the inspiration I got from his work into the other pieces. So the Hypnosis dress that is exhibited in the pop-up has a really beautiful transparency and depth at the same time. So I think it's the precision of the lines that are merging together that really attracts me to that piece.
Right. Well, thank you very much.
You too.
And I hope to travel soon.
Yeah.
This pandemic has stopped us from traveling, and I hope to be in Paris, be at your show.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Thank you very much for your time.
Look forward to seeing you again, hopefully
Yes.
in Paris and otherwise in Thailand.
Yes. And stay safe.
You too.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Bye.